Hello and welcome to Best Console Commands of Skyrim, Part 1. Today I'm going to be showing you a few different console commands that I like best in the game. There's nothing really that I would say that challenging about it. It's just some very simple stuff. To access the console command window, you just press the, I believe it's called tilde or whatever key. And the first one I want to show you is TCL, and it toggles collision on and off. And when you have collision off, you of course have the ability to fly and to pretty much go through any object that you like. I like it because it's just, sorry about that little pop out there. I like it because you can pretty much go anywhere you'd like and go through buildings, walls, floors, whatever. It's also very useful if you want a certain item or something and it's like fallen through a floor, or if you get stuck or something like that. It's pretty fun to mess around with. And also, to toggle it back on, you can put in the same code. I actually haven't tested it, but I want to see what happens if you spawn yourself like underneath the city. So I'm going to do that right now. Also, just as a little hint, if you are in this menu and you press up, it'll scroll through the codes you've recently used. So turning collision back on, and I probably stuck myself underneath the ground. Actually, I think I'm between like a door right now. So it's not exactly the best idea to spawn yourself underground, but I guess you can get out. The next one is TFC. What that one does is it's a free camera, which means it's pretty much like no clipping, except you're not actually in the you're not actually controlling the player. Here, I'll go back to that. Pretty much it toggles a like free looking camera is what it's called. And oh, I'm wrong. I thought you could actually see yourself when you do this, but I guess not. But it pretty much just lets you fly around, and you can combine this one with TM, which turns all the menus off. And what you have to remember is you have to hit the tilde key to get out of the menu, because it's still technically open even though you can't see it. And what this is useful for is like taking screenshots, which if you have Steam enabled, you can just press F12 to take a screenshot. Take a screenshot of the horse. Anyway, to undo that, you just open up the menu and you type TM again and press enter. And then also, if you want to go back to playing as the character, you do TFC again. Next one I want to show you is TMM. If you put a 0 after it, it hides all the map markers, or if you do 1, it'll show them all. So if you press M to bring up the map, you'll see that I have every single map marker here. And just to prove that it works, you do 0 and everything's hidden, and 1 shows everything. It just takes a second to refresh. Let's see. Another cool one is lock and unlock. What you do is, if you go up to a door and it's locked, you open up the console menu, click on it, and then you type in unlock.
It's locked for a reason.
And you see, you go back to it and it is actually unlocked. And another cool thing is you see how this door isn't locked and you can freely open and close it. You can open up the console, click it, type in lock, and then you type in a number. I believe it's between 1 and 100, and it will lock it with that difficulty. And I believe if you type a number larger than 100, it will permanently lock it. Well, not permanently, but like you'll need a key or whatever to open it. And you can see with my mod Lockpick Pro, it's pretty easy to lockpick.
You're not supposed to be in here.
And it's also good for leveling up lockpick. You could do that, although it would take time. Next one I'm going to show you is kill. You open up the menu and similarly you just click on whoever you want to kill and you type in kill. And then also you can type in resurrect to bring them back to life. Oops, it didn't work. There we go. Now I believe, I'm not exactly sure how this works, but I've heard if you type resurrect with the number 1 after it, it'll bring them back to life with their... It's either with their items or without it, but you can experiment with that. Another one that I like is called sexchange. It's pretty obvious what it does, but it pretty much takes, I don't know if it'd be any character, but it'll change their gender. Let's see. I'm gonna go test it out on a few other characters to see if it works. I've only tested it out on pretty much just guards so far.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
It doesn't even really look like a guy, but technically I guess it is now.
The security in Whiterun is terrible.
They still
Shameful
keep
is what
their
it is.
beard and stuff like that. It's just the size of the body and stuff changes. Also the voice is the same.
If it's a lady you're looking for, you best look elsewhere. Once we target them.
It's kind of funny because he is a lady, but...
Some parting advice? Women?
Let's see. Next one is setscale. This changes the size of the whatever you target or even yourself. Now 4 is actually 4 times normal size, which is pretty large. That's actually extremely large. And it also works in the other way. You can go as small as 0.1. Oops, forgot to. You have to click on them to select them. Just remember that. And then to return them to normal size, you just set scale 1. I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna use the largest scale possible, which you can go up to, I believe, 10 times the normal size.
Wait for a poor beggar. I'll live to drink another day.
Someone do something.
Also, if you set the scale to 10, let's say, it will increase their damage, I think, by 10 times. I got a couple more left. Next one is FOV, which stands for Field of View. And it pretty much just changes the field of view. I don't know if you know exactly what that is, but you can make it wider by setting it to, like, I think 110 is probably pretty wide. It can become distorted, but it lets you see like a wider field.
Beggar.
Just think of it in in degrees, it's pretty much seeing like 150 degrees is like pretty much seeing all the way around. Or well, 180 would be completely all the way around. And then you can go lower, like to just 50, which looks very zoomed in and not as wide a range of view. I believe around 90 is normal. Last one to show you today is COC. That means center on cell, which it pretty much is like a way to teleport. And I don't know exactly how to pronounce this, but this is the place we're going to. ELSWEYR. Now this is a small little area that the developers put in. Not exactly sure what the reason for it is, but all it has is this person in it. Yeah, I really don't know what this room is for, other than it has this person in it. Yeah, so let me know how you liked the video, and I'll definitely be making more parts to this, so stay subscribed and have a nice day.
Careful.